No. Yeah, we good. We live now. All right, all right. Shalom, shalom.
Oh,
I'd like to start off by saying Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Kol Holoim, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakak Wadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles, a great millstone who rule well. Blessings and salutations to the hopeful elect that scattered abroad, the Akim and the Akwat that's listening in. Yahweh Ratazah, Lord willing, that the lesson is edifying. It's the brother Shawab Amawan and the brother Azan Amath back at you with another lesson. And we're going to go into Behold a Flying Roll. All right. And I'm going to go into Chariots because the brother Azan last night, after he was doing a little lesson, he encountered some chariots in the skies, man. And that's a beautiful thing because the brother actually seen it during the Pasach, So, you could take that in a lot of different ways. You could, that goes to show our salvation is near. That goes to show that destruction is going to be upon us. It was spiritual that it actually happened on the Pasach, because there was many times in the scriptures where, Yahweh Shai was basically the chariot, getting and delivering us out of Egypt, Yahweh Shai himself went up on a chariot, So there's so many different spiritual aspects of it that you could look at, but it's a beautiful thing, So as a matter of fact, I'll start it off with you got a precept?
uh, God.
I got one if you don't got one.
Yeah, this is Psalms 68:13.
Okay.
Though you lie down among the sheepfolds, the wings of the dove are covered with silver, and her feathers with shimmering gold. Okay, so we're speaking about a chariot. We're speaking of description of a chariot.
Con.
All right, this is just one of the many scriptures that me and the brother gonna bring out, describing the chariots, what they do, all right, who they're for, all
That's
right,
right.
and their purpose, and what they're going to do in the coming days.
That's right. As a matter of fact, you say you had Ezekiel on deck, right?
God.
Yeah, that's a good one to bring out if you want to, go into that.
Okay, so Ezekiel, this is Ezekiel, the first chapter, all right, and this is what Ezekiel, the vision of Ezekiel, what he saw, the power from Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. And I'll start at verse 4. And it reads, this is Ezekiel 1 and 4. Then I looked, and behold, a whirlwind was coming out of the north, a great cloud with raging fire, engulfing itself, and brightness was all around it, and radiating out of its midst like a color of amber out of the midst of the fire. All right.
That's right. That's beautiful.
So this is description of a chariot, man. When you hear whirlwinds, when you hear it chariots of fire, when you're reading about amber and amethyst colors, coming out of the back of the chariot, we're talking about fire.
That's
We're
right.
talking about the tempest from the Lord, man. And his angels are occupying these. And I'll continue. This is verse 5.
Real
It
quick.
says also.
Hold on. Before you continue, real quick, I'll pull this out.
Okay, go ahead.
Since you was in that scripture, right? I'll bring it out on the blue letter real quick. This is Ezekiel. All right. 1 and 4. You can still see, right? You can see what I'm bringing up, right?
Huh.
All right. Yeah, like the brother read, it said the color of amber, right? So when you go into that word, to even prove it further, that that's actually talking about a chariot, when you go into that word amber, all right? Where's it at? Salakia. That color amber, right? It goes into let me see.
Strong's H 2830. Chashmal.
Chashmal, right?
Chashmal.
So it goes into a shiny substance, amber or electrum or bronze, uncertain, you see? And if you go right here to the Strong's definitions, it says an uncertain derivation. Yeah, that's how you say that, right? Derivation, yeah. probably bronze or polished spectrum metal. You see, that right there shows you that it's actually talking about a chariot, because it's letting you know that it's a polished spectrum metal. You see, and what would a chariot be most likely made out of? Some type of metal. You know what I'm saying? It's not about to be made of some wood. It ain't about to be made of something soft. It's gonna be made something, hard, a metal. And it's probably a metal of, created from Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai that nobody know about. So it's actually showing you that it's some type of metal. And there's no such thing as metal clouds at the end of the day. That's the point of it. So by you bringing that out, all right, let me bring it out one more time. All right, it said what? It said, and I looked, and behold, a whirlwind came out of the north, a great cloud. You see? So there's no such thing as a cloud that's made out of metal. So it's actually talking about chariots, man. But go ahead, brother.
A great cloud.
That's right.
Right. So going to Ezekiel, I'll start at 10.
As a matter of
I'll
fact,
start at 8. Says the hands of a man were under their wings on their 4 sides, and each of the 4 had faces and wings. Okay. So this is speaking of the actual angels occupying these chariots. And it says their wings touched one another. The creatures did not turn when they went, but each one went straight forward. All right. So when it says it has 4 faces, and this creature doesn't have actually 4 faces. These are personalities that these angels have that they see. Right? So this is what he sees, but it's also a parable, because Ezekiel couldn't be elaborate like we are now with our words.
That's right.
All right. Just like in the book of Revelation, John the Revelator is describing all the destruction, but he's talking about, a description how it looks, flying this and that. But we can actually put that together through the Holy Spirit and know what he's talking about now.
That's right. And another thing that if you realize, if you go up to 5, it said also out of the midst thereof came the likeness of 4 living creatures, and this was their appearance. They had a likeness of a man. You see,
right.
Like you said, they all looking like a man. They looking like men, but those 4 faces is representing personalities basically. And I believe those the 4 faces.
Attribute.
Yeah, there was like they represented certain things. Like you had you had
the lion.
The lion, which represented like the strength of them, you know what I'm saying?
The ox.
I forgot what the ox represented.
The eagle.
The eagle represented like their agility, the way they move and all that.
Right.
And then the other one was what else they had? The
lion.
Eagle, the lion. And there was one more, I believe. Oh, the man. The man was the other one, which represents the intelligence of them. You know what I'm saying? I forgot what the ox one represents, but like the brother said, it represents personalities, each and one of them, So it's an actual, a true man of the Lord. That's what you see coming out of chariots. You see, in America, they paint a picture that you got these little green men that come out of these UFOs, which they're really called IFOs, because we can identify them. You see, America tries to make it seem like you can't identify it. They try to make it seem like it's something out of this world. Those are actual vehicles of the Lord, man. The Lord rides in style, man.
Right. And just like we know, when we go to
it froze up on me. You still there?
Okay. So just like in Daniel, the 10th chapter, the ancient of days.
Yeah.
It describes his color. All right. Ezekiel 1 and let's go to 16. It says the appearance of the wheels and their workings were like the color of beryl.
Beautiful.
All right. The color of beryl is like a dark brown, like a dark reddish brown, like copper, like bronze, like burnt bronze, which will be the same as Yahweh Shai. the same as Yahweh.
That's right.
Right? We go to verse 18. It says, as for their rims, they were so high, they were awesome, and the rims were full of eyes all around the four of them. All right. So the rims will represent the windows of the chariot.
That's right.
Because it's sitting so high. So this is a big hey man, you know, and this is a big object in the firmament.
That's right.
And we can prove that when we go to Exodus 40 and 34, because this is what Moses entered into. He had entered into the Most High's chambers. Right. I'll just bring that out. This is Exodus 40 and 34. Then a cloud covered the tent of the congregation, and the glory of the Lord filled the tabernacle. And Moses was not able to enter into the tent of the congregation because the cloud abode thereon, and the glory of the Lord filled the tabernacle. And when the cloud was taken up from over the tabernacle, the children of Israel went onward in their own journeys, in all their journeys. But the cloud were not taken up. Then they journeyed not to the day that was taken up. All right. So this is what we know, that Yahweh Shai was on that chariot, you know.
That's right.
During the day and at night. And it's the last scripture, verse 38. For the cloud of the Lord was upon the tabernacle by day, and by fire was it by night, in the sight of all the house of Israel throughout all their journeys.
That's right.
Right. So the whole house of Israel saw this chariot. They knew it was Yahweh Shai, and they still was going off, man.
That's right. And it's true what you're saying, that it was a pillar by day and a pillar of fire by day, a pillar of fire by night, actually, and it was a cloud of smoke by day. You know what I'm saying? And that all goes back into representing the chariot. You know what I'm saying? And also to prove more, like you was just saying, that it was the chambers and all that. This is and that the clouds of representation are a representation of the chariots. This is Psalms 104 and 3, and it says, who layeth the beams of his chambers in the waters, who maketh the clouds his chariot, who walketh upon the wings of the wind, who maketh his angels spirits, his ministers of flaming fire. You see? Mm-hmm. And sometimes, hey, brothers, sometimes see chariots that are straight fire in the sky. You know, brothers have encountered a lot of those type of chariots in the past, especially in these past 2 years. All right, ever since this pandemic started, all right, you had a lot of chariot sightings worldwide, man, because that's Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai letting you know that we're at the end, you know. As a matter of fact, Bubba Gushar, if you could, brother, I think it's in Luke 21. Look up in the redemption draweth nigh, I believe it is. I'm gonna grab this one. I'm gonna go back to Ezekiel real quick. Ezekiel 1. When you was talking about how it was, showing you what the colors on them and all that. Also, it was giving you the colors of the angels in Ezekiel 1. All right, because it says, as for, this is Ezekiel 1 and 13, as for the likeness of the living creatures, their appearance, which was talking about the angels, was like burning coals of fire, and like the appearance of lamps, it went up and down among the living creatures. Yep. And the fire was bright, and out of the fire went forth lightning. All right. And as a matter of fact, hold on, I wanted more up, I believe. Give me 1 second. Yeah, this is where I really wanted it. Yeah, my bad. Salaki, I read the wrong one. I wanted it in Ezekiel 1 and 7. It says, I'll start from 5 again. It says, also out of the midst thereof came the likeness of 4 living creatures, and this was their appearance. They had the likeness of a man, and everyone had 4 faces, and everyone had 4 wings, and their feet were straight feet, and the sole of their feet was like the sole of a calf's foot, and they sparkled like the color of burnished brass. So it goes to show you that the true men of the Lord that are on those chariots are actually dark-skinned men. All right, you don't got no little green creatures running around. All right, you ain't got no little white angels coming out of that. It's dark-skinned men. All right, and what I was just reading, which I messed up on, was actually what the brother was going into earlier. You know, is explaining the chariot, the color of the chariot, and then it goes into the lights. You know, the eyes and all that. You know, that's representing the windows, representing the colorful lights that spin around on the chariot, and then it goes into what? That it was a wheel within a wheel. You see, that's how you know that that's an actual chariot, man. Because if you look at a chariot today, when they paint a picture of it or color a picture, whatever, it's always a wheel, a circle within a circle, you know, and that's what represents that chariot, you know. But yeah, go ahead.
No, I got that Luke for you.
Yeah.
Con, this is Luke. Oh, bring out that point and what you were saying about the foot.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that represents, because we notice these men that are angels. All right, these are men, but they're in angelic forms. So that's not talking about no dang just a calf foot. Again, we're speaking in parables. So they had on sandals, and the middle of the sandal, you know, you can, if you put your foot between it, it's like a a calf foot.
That's right.
You know, like a not flip flops, but like a sandal that your big toe fits through.
That's right.
And this is what that is painting right here. All right, but this is Luke 21:26. It says, men's hearts failing them from the fear and the expectation of those things which are coming on the earth, from the powers of the heavens will be shaken. Then they will see the Son of Man coming in a cloud with power and great glory. Now, when these things begin to happen, look up and lift your heads, because your redemption draweth near.
That's right. And our with all these signs of chariots, all right, which I'm about to play this, you know, the brother's video right now. All right, this is a sign of our redemption that is going to be drawing nigh really soon. All right, and then I'm gonna go into the brother's page real quick. All right, and this is what the brother Azan seen last night, man.
See these chariots? Call on Allah, but now Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. Yo, man, like it's a ring up here. Like a big chariot. You know, you can't see it. But look at the chariots, though, moving up there. Red. Look at that. Yo. Call on Allah, but now Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. You see glowing, moving. What? Oh, shoot. You saw that?
Ooh, yo, that's beautiful right there.
Yeah, it's a trip. Man, look out.
Oh.
You can just see that red. See, that's that fire right there.
Hold up. What?
Look at that.
Move it. Look at
Hey, I was speechless.
I believe
I
it.
was out here doing a lesson, man. I was just out here doing a lesson. And I pulled my phone out. It's about 11:30 right now. What? Whoa. Yo. See, with the naked eye, I can't see this, but I pulled my phone out, man. Look, and I saw something. Look at that.
About to get busy.
Yo, hey man, Yahweh Shema Shai is coming soon.
That's right.
And this is how we're gonna be delivered to these chariots right here. Oh,
I'm about to get that scripture.
Yep. Bring it out.
oh,
Bring it out. Yeah, that's a beautiful sighting you were seeing, bro. That's definitely straight chariots right there. Like on a very high level right there. Look, you could just see them all coming around the sides and like,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? They just playing around.
Yeah, that was beautiful. Look at that one over there. You see him?
Yep. All the way to the left. Yep.
Yeah, look at him. Ooh.
Yeah. Yeah, that was beautiful. And like we were saying before, you know, it's spiritual because it was right on the Pasach, you know, and that's showing you that the redemption of our of us is drawing nigh, you know. That goes to show you that that's exactly how Yahweh Shai is going to come back and deliver us at the end of the day. You had a scripture you said?
Acts 1 and 9.
That's right.
And when he had spoken these things, while they beheld, he was taken up, and a cloud received him out of their sight. And while they looked steadfastly toward the heaven as he went up, behold, two men stood by them in white apparel, right? So those are angels.
That's right.
Which also said, ye men of Galilee, why stand ye gazing up into heaven? This same Yahweh Shai, which is taken up from you into the heaven, shall so come in like manner as ye have seen him go into heaven.
That's right.
So Yahweh Shai, what I just said on that video, this is how we're going to get delivered, is these chariots. Yahweh Shai in this verse had went up into a chariot. All right. In that same way, Enoch, okay, he was translated.
That's right.
That's right. And I got that too. This is Hebrews 11 and 5. By faith, Enoch was translated that he should not see death. So Enoch didn't see or taste death. Yahweh Shai said that some of us will never see or taste death.
That's right.
Right. So Enoch was an example of that. To continue, it says, by faith, Enoch was translated that he should not see death and was not found, because Yahweh had translated him. For before he was translated, he had as his testimony that he pleased Yahweh. Okay.
That's right.
And I got a precept. This is Sirach 44 and 16. It says, Enoch pleased the Lord and was translated, being an example of repentance to all generations.
That's right. Woo, beautiful. Matter of fact, I got one to back you up too. This is Jude 1 and 14. And it says, and Enoch, also the seventh from Adam, prophesied of these, saying, behold, the Lord cometh with 10,000s of his saints to execute judgment upon all and to convince all that are ungodly among them of all their ungodly deeds, which they have ungodly committed, and of all their hard speeches, which ungodly sinners have spoken against him. You see? And in those times, you had even Enoch already from the beginning prophesying what was going to happen, man. You see?
Like you said,
I
got one precept and then I yield. You just said 10,000, right?
10,000s of his saints. That's right.
That's right. This is Psalm 68 and 17. The chariots of the Most High, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, are 20,000, even thousands of angels. The Lord is among them. Okay, so Yahweh Shai is going to be among these angels. Okay, as in Sinai in the holy place.
That's right. Beautiful. And that's what's going to happen, man. You see that in the movie. You see it in the movie Independence Day. You know, that's a good movie to watch. That's exactly how Yahweh Shai going to come on a great big chariot, and he going to come with all his other chariots, man. You see? and it's going to come to destroy this place. This is, matter of fact, this is Zechariah, all right? Zechariah 5:1, and it says, then I turned and lifted up mine eyes and looked, and behold, a flying roll. And he said unto me, what seest thou? And I answered, I see a flying roll. The length thereof is 20 cubits, and the breadth thereof 10 cubits. And when you go into that, if you Google 20 cubits, all right, it actually goes into an exact measurement of 30 feet. And if you go into 10 cubits, it goes into it goes into 15 feet. So now you talking about Zechariah is looking at an object in the air that's flying, that's 30 feet long by 15 feet. You see? You know that's a chariot right there, man. It says, then said he unto me, this is the curse that goeth forth over the face of the whole earth. Yeah, just exactly how Enoch was just explaining, all right, that destruction was going to come by them, right? And he was going to come with 10,000s of his saints. That's the same thing Zechariah telling you. He's telling you this is the curse that goeth forth over the face of the whole earth. For every one that stealeth shall be cut off as on this side according to it, and every one that sweareth shall be cut off as on that side according to it. You see? And it says, and I will bring it forth, saith the Lord Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua of hosts, and it shall enter into the house of the thief, and into the house of him that sweareth falsely by my name, and it shall remain in the midst of his house, and shall consume it with the timber thereof and the stones thereof. And that's going into the house of the thief is what? All right? The wicked, America, all right? This damn devil, all right? It's going to come over here to destroy. It's going to start from what? From the east and come this way, all right?
Sure.
So this is the curse that's literally going to go upon the whole earth. And like the brother just brought out, all right? He was talking about when we was just reading Luke 21. You see, this is letting you know that a redemption draweth nigh, because he said, then he cometh with cloud, right? What did you say? He said he cometh from the east, you see? Now, let me jump into that real quick. This is real quick, Salakia. Damn, I just had this. Oh, Revelations 1:7. All right. And it says, behold, he cometh with clouds. You see, he's coming with them clouds again, them chariots. And every eye shall see him, and they also which have pierced him, and all kindreds of the earth shall wail because of him. Even so, amen. So Yahushua is coming, because this is talking about Yahushua, man. He's coming with them clouds, man, with them chariots to bring destruction upon the earth. And everybody gonna see his coming, man.
That's right.
Even the Roman centurions that pierced him in that time is gonna see him. And that goes that's how you know that's also a scripture for a reincarnation. Because how can men 2,000 years back are gonna be able to see him? You see, there's no 2,000-year-old men running around the earth today, man. That's
right.
literally telling you that there's reincarnation. Those same spirits are back today. So they're gonna see Yahushua come in that cloud, man. You see? You got
That's
something?
right. With you got some comment board over there.
Oh yeah, I got the brother Tazapanya. This is Psalm 68:13. Though ye have line among the pots, yet shall ye be as the wings of a dove covered with silver, and her feathers with yellow gold. And I believe, didn't you bring that out earlier?
Yeah, that was the first precept.
Hey, see, that's the spirit right there, you know? And that's talking about what? That's talking about chariots, man. Chariots is coming for our redemption, man. Okay? He coming to destroy this place. All right. And again, there's different accounts of the chariots coming. As a matter of fact, let me grab another one. So I just thought about it. Matthew. Oh, it's right there, actually. Matthew 24. 24 and 26. And it says, wherefore, if they shall say to you, wherefore, if they shall say unto you, behold, he is in the desert, go not forth. Behold, he is in the secret chambers, believe it not. Yeah, because you're going to have people telling you, oh, well, Yahushua is here, Yahushua is there. See, the men of the Lord exactly understand how his return is gonna be. All right,
That's
you're not gonna find Yahweh Shai in no desert. You're not gonna find him in no chamber. He coming exactly like it tells you right here. For as the lightning cometh out of the east and shineth even unto the west, so shall also the coming of the Son of Man be. You see? So you're gonna see him come from the east, come all the way to America. What? To cover this place up with a chariot, man. You know?
That's right. That's
You
right.
got something?
Hey, you speaking of what you were just saying about lightning, right?
Gone.
This is the book of Nahum, chapter 2 and verse 3. The shields of his mighty men are made red. The valiant men are scarlet. The chariots come with flaming torches in the day of his preparation, and the spears are brandished. The chariots rage in the streets. They jostle one another with broad roads. They seem like torches. They run like lightning.
Beautiful. Beautiful. Hey, Salakia, I just realized I've been calling this brother Tazapanya because I thought he has the same name almost as this one brother Tazapanya I know. Salakia, brother. He said much love, but his name is Nathan. Salakia on that. Now I'll remember that every time now. But you definitely got the same name. I think his is it might be off on the 12 tribes one, but Salakia on that, brother.
Brother. Hey, brother Nathan, we got to get you a Hebrew name, huh?
My Hebrew name is Nathan. That's what he said. Nathan Manat.
Oh, okay. Okay.
But I go by Nathan for short. Khan. Nathan. It's Nathan Manat.
All right, that's smooth.
Yeah. Salaki on that, brother. I really thought he was this other brother. I gotta find out what Tazapanyas is, because I know it's something like that. But Salaki on that. Let me see what the brother. Oh yeah, that's the spirit. Brother just brought this out. We brought it out, but we're gonna bring it out again to the spirit. Revelation 1:7. Behold, he cometh with clouds, and every eye shall see him, and they also which pierced him, and all the kindreds of the earth shall wail because of him. Even so, amen. That's right. You know.
Right.
So that's gonna be the coming of the Lord, and like the brother was just bringing it out, man. You see, it's a lot to go into with chariots. Another one is if I may, real quick. You got something, brother?
I got Psalms 46 and 9. Who has made the desolations in the earth? He makes war cease to the end of the earth. He breaks the bow and cuts the spear in two. He burns the chariot in the fire. But still, and I know that I am Yahweh. I will be exalted among the nations. I will be exalted in the earth. And that matches up with Elijah, man. You know, when Elisha got taken up.
That's right.
In the book of
Kings.
2 Kings.
That's right. Let me grab that
up. If I can.
Yeah, if you got it, you got it.
Yeah, I gotta
do that.
This is 2 Kings 2 and 8. And Elijah took his mantle and wrapped it together and smote the waters. And this was a heavy spiritual event right here, man. You gotta, when I read these scriptures, I try to put myself in that situation because these were actual men.
That's right.
Okay, so this ain't a make-believe. This has really happened. So, kind of put yourself there. It says, and he smote the waters, and they were divided hither and thither, so that two went over and on the dry ground. So he smote the kind of like Moses, man. He split it.
Mm-hmm.
And it came to pass when they were gone over that Elijah said unto Elisha, ask what I shall do for thee before I be taken away from thee. And Elisha said, I pray. This is beautiful. He said, I pray thee, let a double portion of thy spirit be upon me. Man, I just want to be like you, man. I want to double the spirit of what you got.
That's right.
Hey, I don't want nothing else. That's kind of like what Solomon asked for. He said, all I want is wisdom. You know what I'm saying? Just bless me with some wisdom. I know what to do with it. 2 Kings 2 and 11. And it came to pass as they still went on and talked that, behold, there appeared a chariot of fire and horses of fire, and parted them asunder. And Elijah went up by the whirlwind into heaven.
John,
That's
beautiful,
beautiful, brother.
beautiful. And I believe so. If I'm off, Salaki, but I believe I remember one of the elders going into that he was also Enoch. You know, because you had he was, you know, Elijah was John the Baptist. We also know he was, you know, Elder Abba Bibbins, you know. But I believe if I am off, Salakia, you know, just for the feed, so that, you know, so
Oh, I got that precept for you.
Go ahead.
Sirach 48:9. Who was taken up into a whirlwind of fire, and in a chariot of fiery horses. Verse 12. Elias it was, who was covered with the whirlwind with Eliasus, was filled with his spirit whilst he lived. He was not moved with the presence of any prince, neither could any bring him into subjection. So it says Elias it was who was covered with the whirlwind.
That's right.
Same brother.
That's right. And that's beautiful, man. And like you was just going into that story, like just imagine, you know, when you had Alicia screaming, you know, what was it? What she said? The horseman. She said. I mean, he said Slakia. He said the horseman, right? That's what it was.
First it says, who was taken up in a whirlwind of fire and a chariot of fiery horses.
Yeah, exactly.
The horsepower.
Exactly. So, you know, that's just beautiful, man. And then when he went up, what Alicia did what? You know, Alicia rent his clothes and all that. You know, that's serious right there, man. That's how serious that moment was. That he had to basically rip the clothes, like, man, you know, because he wanted to be part of that, man. You see?
Yeah, that's I can bring that out if you want.
Go ahead.
This is 2 Kings 2:12. And Elisha saw it, and he cried, my father, the chariot of Israel, and the horsemen thereof. And he saw him no more, and he took hold of his own clothes and rent them to pieces.
That's right, man. That he was on some, he was about to pull out the S on the chest. You know what I'm saying?
He was in that Hulk Hogan mode.
Facts. Brother put up, Yahweh Shai is coming in hot. That's right. Matter of fact, I got a scripture for that. This is Isaiah.
Bring it up.
Isaiah 66 and 15. For behold, the Lord Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai will come with fire, and with his chariots like a whirlwind, to render his anger with fury and his rebuke with flames of fire.
Right.
For by fire and by his sword will the Lord Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai plead with all flesh, and the slain of the Lord shall be many. You see? So Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai coming to bring destruction upon this place. You know? All you people that don't believe that, you know, the chariots are the true men of the Lord, and that those are the vehicles of the Lord, man, you in for a rude awakening at the end of the day. You know? Because as a matter of fact, now that I'm saying that, you got the Illuminati that wants to play a certain they got this Project Bluebeam and all this bullshit. They're actually going to try to deceive us at one point. That's one of their little Illuminati cards that they got, where they're supposed to try to deceive us with, you know, with
mimic it. Mimic his return.
UFOs and all that, but they're trying to say that it's going to be under, you know, it's going to be aliens attacking us in that. See, but we know exactly when those chariots are going to appear. They're going to appear when? In the middle of World War III. So anything before that, it's false. Anything before that is bullshit. You know what I'm saying? As a matter of fact, let me grab that. This is Wisdom, not Wisdom of Solomon, Salakia, 2nd Ezra 13. All right. Salakia. Yeah, I'm on the point. 2nd Ezra 13, and I'll start from 3, and it says, and I beheld, and lo, that man waxed strong with the thousands of heaven. And when he turned his countenance to look, all the things trembled that were seen under him. And it says, and whenever the voice went out of his mouth, all they burnt that they heard his voice, like as the earth faileth when it feeleth the fire. You see, and that's going into what? These laser beams that's going to be coming out the chariots, man. All right. It says, and after this I beheld, and lo, there was gathered together a multitude of men out of number from the four winds of the heaven to subdue the man that came out of the sea. All right. And it says, but I beheld, and lo, he had graved him that he had graved himself a great mountain and flew upon it. You see, and that's another thing that you have to realize. Sometimes the mountains are used as chariots in metaphoric term. You just got to know when it's the time that it's actually speaking, because mountains also represent a government sometimes, you know. But in this particular moment, we're talking about a chariot, man. All right. So it says, and after this I beheld, and lo, there was gathered together a multitude of men out of number from the four winds of the earth, of the heavens, you know, talking about what? You know, the elect, okay? And then it says, but I beheld, and lo, he had graved himself a great mountain and flew up upon it. And it said, but I would have seen the region or place where out the hill was graven, and I could not. So this is how big this chariot was, that he couldn't even see the region, man. He couldn't even see anything really. You see? And that's a perfect movie is what? Independence Day. All right?
Right.
And then it says, and after this I beheld, and lo, all they that were gathered together to subdue him, all right, were sore afraid, okay? And yet there's fight. Yeah, you're going to have these people that are in World War III, all right? All these nations that are going to be gathered in the valley of Jehoshaphat, all right? They're going to be in the middle of war, and when they see Yahushua pull up, they're going to be what? Sore afraid. But the Spirit is going to harden them up, all right? The Spirit of the Lord is going to harden up these damn devils to actually turn to fight against Yahushua, man.
That's right.
All right? As a matter of fact, brother, if you could bring that out, it's in Revelations, or what is it? Revelations 12. There was war in heaven.
Yeah.
I think it's 12 and 10, something like that. So it says they were so afraid, and yet there's fight. You see, they're going to go actually try to fight against the Lord, which they're not going to prevail at the end of the day, man. If you got it, go ahead.
Yeah, I had before I brought that out.
If you got another one, yeah, you can pull that out too.
Yeah, I had Revelation 11 and 12.
Okay.
Which was, and then we'll bring out 12. This is and they heard a great voice from heaven saying unto them, come up hither. And they ascended, because this is speaking of what you was talking about in the second Esdras.
That's right.
That graven cloud, that graven mountain. And he said, you know, Yahushua was telling, he was collecting the elect in his body. Yep. And it says, come up hither, and they ascended up to heaven in a cloud. That's that chariot.
That's right.
And their enemies beheld them, and they rose to the heaven in a cloud as their enemies watched.
That's right. That's right. And that's why we tell you to come up out of the ways of Babylon. Because if you don't come up out of the ways of Babylon, you're going to be partakers of her plagues. You see? And that's one of the plagues. Along with the ICBM missiles, another plague is you getting smacked by them chariots, man. You see?
That's right.
The only way you're going to be able to escape is through the chariot. That's the only way you're going to make salvation is through that chariot, you know?
That's right. That's right. You know, the destruction that we're speaking of, all right? All of this destruction that's coming back from Gog and Magog, the scriptures speak about in Ezekiel 38th chapter, all right? Hey, that coincides with Malachi, the 4th chapter. It coincides with 2 Samuel, the 22nd chapter. All right. And so this is Malachi 4 and 1, because we know that the chariots, that tempest, that fire coming from them. What's that scripture? The Lord breathes the tempest out of his mouth.
Yeah, that's in the same. I'll go back to it. It's in the same.
Okay, this is Malachi
13.
Okay, it's Malachi 4 and 1. For behold, the day cometh that they shall burn as an oven, and all the proud, and all that do wickedly shall be stubble, and the day that cometh shall burn them up.
That's right.
Saith the Lord of hosts, and it shall leave them no root nor branch. And see, that's going to be coming from that tempest that the brother's about to read.
That's right. And it's also coming. It's going to come from them ICBM missiles, and it's going to also come with the fire that's gonna come out of the chariots, man. It's gonna be a double portion of being burnt up, you know.
So after you bring out Esdras, I'm gonna bring out that second
Yeah,
Samuel.
I got you. So it says Second Ezra 13:8, and after this I beheld, and lo, all they which were gathered together to subdue him were sore afraid, and yet durst fight. And it says, and lo, as he saw the violence of the multitude that came, he neither lift up his hand, nor held sword, nor any instrument of war. But only I saw that he sent out of his mouth as it had been a blast of fire, and out of his lips a flaming breath, and out of his tongue he cast out sparks and tempests. And that's what the brother was just going into, man. That's just gonna be the laser beams coming out of them chariots, man. Splitting people, burning them up in half, you know, being utterly beaten into powder, you know. Yeah, Shah not playing, man. All right. As a matter of fact, I think I can read a little bit. Yeah. And they were all mixed together, the blast of fire, the flaming breath, the great tempest, and fell with violence upon the multitude which was prepared to fight, and burnt them up every one, so that upon a sudden of an innumerable multitude nothing was to be perceived, but only dust and smell of smoke. When I saw this, I was afraid, man. So you can imagine how afraid Ezra was when he was visioning this thing, man. You see?
That's right.
That's man, just to hear that, it's just like, man, I can't wait for that. We need that.
That's right.
You know?
Because all the fornication and the corruption on earth has to be cleaned out.
That's right.
Okay,
That's
so
right.
these warheads that's about to touch down pretty soon. All right, so you can cancel your college plans for the next 10 years, man. You can cancel, you know, you trying to buy a house and live it good with the white picket fence, man. Hey, that ain't gonna happen.
Facts.
Hey, I pray to the Lord, man, that don't happen, man.
Oh, Lord,
See, we living in a blasphemous region, man. This whole nation is blasphemous. They don't follow any laws of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, man. So they got to go. And by these chariots, we're looking for our salvation.
That's right. That's right.
So I got that.
Go ahead, bring it out.
This is 2 Samuel 22:8. Then the earth shook and trembled. The foundations of heavens moved and shook because he was wroth. There went up a smoke out of his nostrils, and fire out of his mouth devoured. Coals were kindled by it. And he rode upon a cherub and did fly. And he was seen upon the wings of the wind. And he made darkness pavilions around about him, dark waters, thick clouds of skies. So the brightness before him were coals, and fire kindled. Okay. The Lord thundered from heaven, and the Most High uttered his voice, and he sent out arrows and scattered them, lightning, and discomfited them. And the channels of the sea appeared on the foundations of the world that were discovered, and the rebuking of the Lord at the blast of the breath of his nostrils.
Beautiful.
Got two more. Oh, that's it. That's it. So the Lord blasting up his breath. He's using these chariots, okay, and he's tearing shit up, man. That's why it says, "Why do you hills leap?"
Mm-hmm.
You know,
mm-hmm.
you know, ain't nowhere for you to run.
That's right.
This is going to happen. This is going to go down, and that's why we see in these times more movies on Netflix. You know, the Look Up movie. You know, more movies on Amazon Prime. You know,
not only that, just seeing chariots like you seen last night. Like again, that was heavy. You seen that whole thing of chariots last night because that was right on the Pasach, man. That goes to show this very well might be the last Pasach. You see, you know how many other brothers out there that probably didn't even have a time to record it or whatever. See something like that on the same day, you know what I'm saying? There's plenty of brothers out there that probably seen these things, man. You know,
man, I was about to drop tears, man. Again, I was dumbfounded.
I believe it
because I'd be like getting like, man, brothers always seeing chariots, man. When am I gonna see a damn chariot? And then
God.
I get a show put on out there.
That's right. That's right.
You know what I'm saying? So,
That's your pop, man. That's what makes it so beautiful, man. Because again, man, we in that time frame that man, the way everything is going right now, everything is really moving, man. You know, just like it tell you in the scripts in Matthew 24, for the elect's sake, you know, the days were gonna be shortened. Everything, yo, bro. Monday hits, we already be in fucking next Monday, like this, you know. Everything is literally moving fast as hell. So it's all because we about to get up out of here, man. So the Lord is about to show right after this Pasach, he gonna show a lot more. He gonna show us stronger signs of us, you know, being closer to our redemption. Where at the same time, he's gonna show the rest of the world more signs of the destruction. You see, we don't fear these things when we see these things. We actually throw praises, man. We throwing praises to Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. You see, everybody else is like what, you know, like the heathen. The heathen are dismayed at the signs, you know. We're not like the heathen, man. We're calling Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai to let's go. Bring it, you know. We want to get up out of here, man.
That's right. You know, and when we go into Revelation, the 10th chapter, when John the Revelator, St. John the Revelator, you know, when he was speaking of World War III, when he was seeing the missiles, the nuclear destruction, he also saw a chariot in the 10th chapter. This is Revelation 10:1. And I saw still another mighty angel coming down from heaven, clothed with a cloud.
That's right.
And a rainbow was on his head, and his face was like the sun, and his feet were like the pillars of fire.
That's right.
See, so this chariots all in this book. All right, but again, who was bringing this out, man?
Nobody.
We was talking about the other night. If it ain't us, who is it? How can we discover the brothers on the comment board? How can we discover what this means, man? And this book has been around for centuries.
That's right.
So you can't go to seminary school and get this, man. You got to, the spirit has to deal with you. You know what I'm saying? This is a spiritual event.
That's right. I'm going to bring this out. This is about the brother Nathan. It says, Jeremiah 23:19, behold, a whirlwind of the Lord, Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, is gone forth in fury, even a grievous whirlwind, it shall fall grievously upon the head of the wicked. Ooh. You see? This is Isaiah 28:2. Behold, the Lord has a mighty and strong one, which as a tempest of hail and a destroying storm, as a flood of mighty waters overflowing, shall cast down to the earth with the hand. You see? All going into the Lord, bringing in destruction, man.
Destruction,
right?
brother.
And again, these devils are going to really try to turn to fight against the Lord, like it tells you in Revelations 12. All right? This is going back to when, you know, when they see it, they're going to be sore afraid, and yet there's fight. It says 12:7, Revelations, and there was war in heaven. All right. And, you know, you got these, you know, these damn Christians, you know, all bugged out talking about that, you know, you got God and the devil having war with each other, sitting down, playing chess and checkers, you know. No, that's not how it goes, man. That's actually talking about the military, all right, going at Yahweh and trying to fight with them, man, which is not going to happen. It's not going to prevail. All right. This was and there was war in heaven. Michael and his angels fought against the dragon, and the dragon fought his angels and prevailed not. Neither was their place found any more in heaven. And the great dragon was cast out, that old serpent called the devil and Satan, which deceiveth the whole world. He was cast out into the earth, and his angels were cast out with him. You see? And that's how you know it's talking about a man, because it's going back all the way to that old serpent in the garden. You know, it's talking about the devil and Satan. You see, they don't understand. You know, they don't understand the dragon. They don't understand who are who's the beast with 7 heads. You know, who's the EU and all that. That's where they get confused, and that's because why you leaning on your own understanding. You listen to all this dogma that they push left and right, man. You have to listen to the true men of the Lord that have the spirit on them, man. Because we learn from, you know, our elders, you know. There was pastors put on this earth according to Yahweh Bashim Yahushai's heart, man. According to his knowledge, you see? Not the knowledge of this world, you know? But this is literally talking about us going to war, or Yahushai going to war with these militaries, man. And that's why he gonna destroy him. That's why I said that he had many crowns on his head, because he's gonna destroy all these, you know, it's gonna be a representation of all the kingdoms basically that he destroyed. You know, he's not literally gonna have hundreds of crowns on him, but it's a representation of all these different kingdoms that he brought down, man.
Yeah, just like they say, he had a tattoo. When his name is on when the name on the thigh, oh, he's the Most High has a tattoo. I mean, you know, this bugged out shit, man. You know,
Yo, people will say anything, bro. People will just say anything to catch attention, man. And this shit ain't about attention. We don't do this for attention. We do this because we got a duty to do. You see?
Yeah, brother.
We're trying to get salvation. We want to be put on that chariot. You know what I'm saying?
And that's by our works and faith.
That's right. That's right.
You know what I'm saying?
From us putting in that work. The more work you put in, the more chances, all right, you have of making it on that chariot. You know,
that's it's like throwing your it's like putting, you know, you got the like a drawing, man. The more times your name is in that drawing, man, you're gonna get pulled up out of there. You know what I'm saying?
That's right. That's right.
This is I got Psalms 11:6.
Go ahead.
Upon the wicked he shall rain snares, fire, and brimstone, and a horrible tempest. This shall be the portion of their cup. Right? So all the wicked are going to get destroyed by two ways, not by swords, not by men battling in fields. No, it's going to be by fuel and by them chariots.
That's right. That's right.
Can you see me?
Yeah. Oh, nah, you're not on there. Oh, my bad. Nah, my bad. I got you. My bad. I messed up. I pushed the wrong one.
Okay.
We can hear you, though.
Salakia. No, so I couldn't see me. I Salakia.
Yeah, nah, I didn't realize I pressed the wrong one.
No, you good, brother. You good, brother. So to my point, you know, that takes me to Isaiah 30, right? Isaiah 30:30, it reads, and the Lord shall cause his glorious voice to be heard, and shall show the lightning down of his arm, with indignation in his anger, with the flame of devouring fire, with scattering and tempest and hailstones. Now, how do you get around this? You know, how do you get around that? How do you explain that to someone who don't have the spirit?
You can't.
They don't know what this is talking about. That's why this is man, this is like a, you know, man, this elect thing that we speaking about, man, this is like a, you know, like a secret society, man. You know, all we asking is to, you know, be, you know, the hopeful elect, man. If you're not the hopeful elect, this sounds weird to you. This sounds like, you know, devouring fire and scattering tempest and hailstone. I don't know what the hell this means.
That's right.
What are you talking about here? You know, and then the prophets come on scene and give you that. That's why the Pharaoh, he had Joseph around. You know, that's why right. Daniel was a man, okay, that had high power, man, because they sat right next to these kings.
That's right.
And the kings that were referred to the prophets for answers. Right? And that same thing is coming now. I put that video out on that demon brawl today.
Oh yeah. We did a video
talking
on that
bad about the apostles.
Hey, bugged out, bro.
Bugged out, right? So women like her, these chariots are coming for you. They're coming for destruction. Right?
That's right.
This is as Isaiah 31:5. Like birds flying about. All right. So how do birds fly? You know, when they fly south for the winter, they fly in formation. They all fly in formation.
Yep.
That's how these chariots are coming. They're gonna be lined up, flying in formation. All right, ain't nothing gonna deter them. I mean, the ICBM, Salakia. All right, and it says, "So will the Lord of hosts defend Jerusalem. Defending, he will also deliver it. Passing over, he will preserve it." And that's when you go into Psalms 104 and 3. That's when you go to Psalms 34 and 7. I think I need to grab that. Psalms 34 and 7. Psalms 34 and 7. The angel of the Lord encamps around those who fear him and delivers them.
That's right.
Okay? You go down to verse 19, it says, to deliver their soul from the death and keep them alive from the famine. All right? And
That's
that fowler, you know, these chariots, the same chariots are coming to destroy the wicked, destroy America, but they're coming for our deliverance. And that's the topic of this lesson is our deliverance.
That's right.
The same way Yahweh Shai got taken, you know.
That's right.
You know, I mean, that's my dream, like once a week.
God.
Is, you know, like I don't know if my kids going, I mean, you know, you pray that your kids, you know, your family will be taken too.
That's
you
right.
know, but at the end of the day, they're not our kids. They're not, they're the Lord's.
That's right.
And he knows what to do with them.
That's right.
So
at the end of the
by
day,
our works,
work out our
faith.
salvation.
Yeah.
You know?
You know?
And by our works, we save our kids at the end of the day, you know, Lord willing, you know.
That's what it's about. Yeah.
We lose them on this side, hey, we're gonna be rewarded 100-fold in the kingdom for it. So
That's
we're
right.
gonna get them back, you know. You just take
right.
account of like Job, you know. Job lost his whole family, but then got rewarded all that back, you know, and some,
right.
you know. So those are things that you gotta, you know, take into consideration, man.
Yeah. That was my point. Like, we don't know if our kids are gonna make it. So we doing all these works, not just for us, but for our family too.
That's right.
You know?
I got some scriptures real quick.
Your comment board is lit up.
I see the brother bringing it out. It says,
you lit up.
he said, they're above you, they fly over your head. Yeah, that's right. It says, some birds of prey, I believe they swoop down when they're about to catch their prey.
Yeah.
Facts.
That's good.
Let me grab real quick.
Right.
This is I already got something set up there. I just want to see something real quick.
That's a great point too. I never thought of that. That they fly down like an eagle, man, like a hawk. You know what I'm saying? He's scoping, he'll fly down and grab what he, you know, little mice, whatever. That's a great point.
I wanted to bring this out before when I brought it out in Psalms, how I was talking about the minister spirits are like a flame, a fire. This is Hebrews 1:14. It says, are they not all ministering spirits sent forth to minister for them who shall be heirs of salvation? You see, going into us being beamed up in them chariots. All right. As a matter of fact, this is 1 Thessalonians 4:17, and it says, then we which are, as a matter of fact, Bubba Kashaw, brother, if you could bring out 15 and 1 Corinthians 15 and what is it, like 52, Bubba Kashaw. This is 1 Thessalonians 4:17. It says, then we which are alive and remain shall be caught up together with them in the clouds to meet the Lord Yahweh Shai in the air, and so shall we ever be with the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. You see, because we're gonna be joint heirs with him, man. All right, those that are of the elect, in the twinkle of that eye, we gonna what? Like the brother's about to bring it out right now. You know,
this is 1 Corinthians 15 and 52. I'll start at 51. It says, behold, I tell you a mystery. We shall not all sleep, but we shall be changed. We was bringing that up about Enoch.
That's right.
Alicia, right. You know, we all ain't going to sleep. Behold, I tell you a mystery. All right, verse 52. In a moment, in the twinkling of an eye, at the last trumpet, for the trumpet will sound, and the dead will be raised incorruptible, and we shall be changed.
That's right. That's right. And that's going up to us, you know. Well, first is going to be those that died in the name of Yahweh Shah, died in righteousness. Those are going to be beamed up on the chariots first, you know. But then those that remain, like we just read, all right, those that remain are going to be beamed up in the chariots also. You see, after the dead is raised up on those chariots, you know, we're gonna be scarcely saved, like it says, man. We're gonna barely make it out of here. But that's gonna be the beauty of it, you know, that the Lord makes, you know, He makes that movie, you know, that ending so great that you thinking you're about to die, you're about to catch flame in your ass, and all of a sudden you on a chariot, man, in the twinkle of an eye with a new body, joined in air with Yahweh Shai. All right, now you partaking in the ceremony of you being crowned, because we're gonna be crowned up in the chariots. All right, while America's being burnt up, we're actually gonna see that. It talks about that in Revelation, you know, in the glass, the sea of glass,
Right.
of sea. You know what I'm saying? It talks about how we'll be able to look out of the chariot windows, man, and watch Babylon being burnt up into to dust. You see? That's
right.
gonna be a beautiful thing in that day, man.
That's
all right.
right.
This is Habakkuk 3, and I'll start at 2, and it says, "O Lord, I have heard thy speech and was afraid. O Lord Yahweh, revive thy work in the midst of the years. In the midst of the years, make known in wrath, remember mercy." Yahweh came from Teman. It says, Yahweh Bashem Yahushua came from Teman, and the Holy One from Mount Paran. Salah, his glory covered the heavens, and the earth was full of his praise. You see, going into Yahweh Shai coming from that other side, man, coming from the east, you know, bringing it this way. And it says, and his brightness was as the light. He had horns coming out of his hand, and there was the hit, and there was the hiding of his power. You see, before him went the pestilence, and burning coals went forth at his feet. He stood and measured the earth. He beheld and drove asunder the nations, and the everlasting mountains were scattered, and the perpetual hills did bow. His ways are everlasting, man. So you're gonna feel the wrath of the Lord, man, when he come this way, man. Every single person. All right. If you're not of the elect, man, you in for the worst type of judgment ever on earth, man. This is 2 Thessalonians 1 and 7, and it says, I'll start at 6, and it says, "Seeing it is a righteous thing, we with Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, to recompense tribulation to them that trouble you, and to you who are troubled, rest with us, when the Lord Yahweh Shai shall be revealed from heaven with his mighty angels, and in flaming fire taking vengeance on them that know not Yahweh, and that obey not the gospel of our Lord Yahweh Shai HaMashiach, who shall be punished with everlasting destruction from the presence of the Lord and from the glory of his power, when he shall come to be glorified in his saints, and to be admired in all them that believe, because our testimony among you was believed in that day." And this is why you got to believe in Yahweh Shai, man. Right. Yahweh Shai represents salvation. That's what his name is. He is salvation. All right.
Right.
He is the deliverer, and he's coming to what? Deliver us at the end of the day, man. Those that believe on his name. You got something?
Right. He's bringing that final judgment and glory.
That's right.
You know, and that judgment on Babylon the Great, Amos 1 and 14. "But I will kindle a fire in the wall of Rabbah, and it shall devour the places thereof, with shouting in the day of battle, with a tempest in the day of a whirlwind. And their king shall go into captivity, he and his princes together, saith the Lord." So the kings of the earth, this is the kings of this earth are going to go into captivity.
That's right.
All right, and all his compadres, man.
That's right.
You know, all the the Rockefeller, all of them, man, the DuPonts, the Gettys, these elite bankers, all right, and whoever sides with them Okay, because we know that this house is built on blood. Hey, you're gonna get it too.
That's right.
You see, and so just like the angels are recording us on the right hand side, all right. Hey, they're also recording the wicked, so that the Lord can do unto them as they deserve.
That's right. We'll tell
Right,
you.
Isaiah 40:24. Yeah, they shall not be planted. Yeah, they shall be sown. Yeah, their stock shall not take root in the earth. He shall also blow upon them, and they shall wither, and the whirlwind shall take them away as stubble.
Mm,
You know,
mm.
that's that tempest. That's that fire coming from the because Yahweh, whoever's flying these chariots, it's just a thought. Whatever thought they got, the chariot's going to move that way.
That's right.
You know,
Talks
and this
about
is why the
your one.
Pentagon right now they don't understand how fast and why these things are moving this way. You know,
That's
because
right.
they're this is a spiritual thing that they don't understand.
That's right. I
got
got Go ahead.
one more precept.
Come on.
Zechariah 9:14, and the Lord shall be seen over them, and his arrow shall go forth as the lightning, and the Lord Yahweh shall blow the trumpet and shall go with whirlwinds of the south.
Beautiful.
So Yahweh is going to blow the trumpet. He's going to give the go for the four winds of the earth to okay, now it's time to
Let loose. That's right.
All right. The elect has been sealed. Revelation 7:1. All the 12 tribes have been sealed. Hey, now it's time to blow that fire.
That's right. And it's funny you say that too, because they literally are holding back. Like, you know what makes me think about that? Every time we be having strong winds and things like that, you ever had that strong wind where it's just like, it's strong as hell, but it's like, then it stops? It always reminds me of how they hold them back. Like the wind don't ever go full force. It'll go hard for a little bit and then it just stops, because imagine when all that wind literally, because the wind represents destruction. That's why when it's a real windy day, I always just think about straight destruction coming upon this place. But it'll go like, let's say it'll go blowing hard for maybe like 45 seconds and then it just stops. Then it'll go back to it. It never just continues going for like 2-3 hours straight. Imagine in that day when that wind really get let loose, man. It's going to be ugly out here. You're going to see people flying around and everything,
That's right. That's right.
You got something?
No.
I got something real quick. This is Amos 9:8. Behold,
Right.
the eyes of the Lord are upon the sinful kingdom, and I will destroy it from the face of the earth, saving that I will not utterly destroy the house of Jacob, saith the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. And who's the eyes of the Lord, man? These chariots, these angels. Because the angels are constantly recording everything that's happening on the earth, man. You believe it or not, there's angels by you right now. If you're doing wicked, there's angels around you too, recording what you're doing. Us bringing out the word, there's definitely angels around us. When 2 and 3 gather in my name, I am in the midst of thee. Not only that, the eyes of the Lord is the prophets themselves. We're constantly on the watch, being watchmen, watching everything that's happening. You see,
Right.
and then Yahweh Bashem Yahushai watching from up there at the end of the day. You really don't need the angels to come to report it. He see everything at the end of the day. He's the creator of everything. Yahushua created everything. So he already know your intents, your thoughts before they even happen,
That's right. I got the sword that's going to fall on Babylon, right?
Right.
Ezekiel 21:14. All right, I'll just go to a part. It says, it is the sword that slays, the sword that slays the great men, that enters their private chambers. All right, one of those private chambers, we go down here. It says Ezekiel 21:30. Return it to its sheath. It will judge you in the place where you were created, in the land of your nativity. I will pour out my indignation on you. I will blow against you a fire of my wrath, and deliver you into the hands of brutal men who are skillfully to destroy. And here's the point. You shall burn, you shall be fuel for the fire, your blood shall be in the midst of the land, you shall not be remembered, for the Lord hath spoken it. Right? So it says your blood shall be in the midst of the land, your blood will be fuel for the fire.
That's right. That's
you
right.
know? So all that, this is talking about the ICBMs right here.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But it's still spiritual because I saw a clip of before the towers fell. Right? And I haven't put this video out because I've had this video for about a year, and I haven't put it out because I'm still like watching it all the time. But it appears that a day before the towers fell, because they had a camera watching up on the building, a chariot came and was scoping out the building. Then the next day before they hit the planes, a chariot was up there. I'm gonna have to send you the video.
I think I seen that. I remember seeing something like that.
So then a news reporter woman was in a helicopter, and she's filming it. They're like, "Well, what is that?" And something like flew up.
Yep.
And the whole helicopter tilted. Now this is what 9/11. Who was 9/11?
9/11 in 2001.
2001. So this is 2001. You know, we didn't have the technology we have now. So when people are looking at that clip, they're like saying that that's not real. But
yeah,
now us being in the spirit, knowing we're talking about chariots and knowing how the Lord works. Hey, hey, I'm gonna send it to you. You tell me what you think.
There's actually every time there's destruction, there's always little camera footages of chariots and things like that come out later. Because if you remember about what was it? I would say it was around. I think it was around like 2000. I say around 2010, 11, around there. Do you remember in Cali where they had all them fires where houses were fucking like zapped like to dust, but like the trees next to it were not burnt and they were still good? That there was a footage of when that was happening, right? And there was a helicopter flying in the night, something like you were just saying with the towers. Like there was a helicopter around the tower, around the towers. Well, in that video that I seen, there was a lady on the camera with a camera. Well, she was a news reporter, but the news reporter was on the helicopter, and they were looking at all the flames that were down in Cali at the time from all this crazy ass fire shit. And on the right side, you see an object flying in the air next to by the helicopter, and you see a green laser zap down at the bottom. And and I always thought about that because I always tried to find that video and I couldn't, because once I came into I remember that clicking with me. I was like, yo, I remember that video I seen. And knowing about the chariots, I was like, man, that probably was a straight chariot in that day. And, and what you were saying, oh man, brother probably just jumped off by accident. I'll bring him back in though. And I remember me seeing that, and it always stuck with me, like, yo, that had to be a chariot, So that day, like, it was just crazy because everything that was being burnt up, it was certain things that weren't burned. And it was like, how do you explain that? If a fire is just straight burning things down, everything around is gonna be burnt down. But I remember that it would be houses burnt into ashes, but the trees in the backyard were in great condition. So it had to be a chariot that was bringing destruction, in the midst of whatever destruction was already being brought upon the earth. So my point is that whenever there's things that happen on the earth, there's always chariots usually around it, especially with fires and maybe earthquakes, volcanoes, any of that, man. There's always some type of was it in the town called Paradise? It might have been. It was years back, yo. It was a crazy time it was crazy on the news. It was like everywhere on the news. And it was just like a certain neighborhoods, but it was a big portion of neighborhoods. But it was certain neighborhoods that they were literally getting burnt up, but pieces of it was not burned, and it just didn't make sense. And I can only think like, man, Chariots was probably all up in there just dropping houses with flames. They were probably that was probably straight wicked communities in there. But at the end of the day, we'll never know. But us knowing this truth, we can only imagine that it got to be the Chariots, because the Lord work in mysterious ways. Ways that we can't answer. All right, I'm gonna go into this last chapter real quick. Let me see if the brother ends up popping back up. Let me see if he texts me real quick or anything. Salakia. But this is Wisdom of Solomon 5. Yeah. As a matter of fact, yeah. People's cars didn't get burnt up. Yeah, they cut him off on his end. He just sent me a text. And it's crazy. It's 1:44 on my clock. So yeah, there was cars not burnt up and everything. Trees weren't burnt up. Exactly. That it has to be the same thing we're talking about. And I always tried to look for that video, because once I came into the truth, I wanted to do a video on that, but I can never find it. It's like impossible to find it.
There you go. You back up.
Salakia.
Yeah, I lost you.
I'm about to go into this Wisdom of Solomon 5, and I'm pretty much wrap it up unless you got something else.
No, go ahead, brother.
All right, this is Wisdom of Solomon 5 and 1, and it says, "Then shall the righteous man stand in great boldness before the face of such as have afflicted him and made no account of his labors." And we are those, Lord willing, we those men, but we the men that are standing out in great boldness, all right, on these highways and hedges, all right, constantly being afflicted by the world, basically, all right. Nobody wants to listen to what we're saying. Everybody thinks we foolish. And it says, when they see it, they shall be troubled with terrible fear, and shall be amazed at the strangeness of his salvation, so far beyond all that they looked for. Yeah, because when they see us getting beamed up into them chariots, man, these people gonna be bugging. They're just gonna be sitting there like, what? They're gonna be wishing that they were going up in them chariots also. Yeah. All right. It says, and they repenting and groaning for anguish of spirit shall say within themselves, this was he whom we had sometimes in derision and a proverb of reproach. We fools accounted his life madness and his end to be without honor. And these people, that's how they're gonna be. They're gonna be like, damn, you talking about Azan? You talking about Shawab? They men of the Lord, and they being beamed up, Lord willing. All right. And every one of you brothers that's listening on the comment board. See, people gonna look at us bugged out when we going up. And it says, how is he numbered among the children of Yahweh, and his lot is among the saints? Therefore we have we erred from the way of truth, and the light of righteousness has not shined unto us, and the sun of righteousness rose not upon us. Yeah, they wanted to, scoff the prophets. They wanted to mock the prophets. All right, laugh, scorn, whatever you want to call it, man. They were totally against this truth. They erred away from the truth, and now what? Now they feel it. Now they right in front of their demise, man. It says, we wearied ourselves in the way of wickedness and destruction. Yeah, we have gone through deserts where there lay no way. But as for the way of the Lord, we have not known it. Mm-hmm. It says, what has pride profited us? And what good has riches with our vaunting brought us? All those things are passed away like a shadow, and as a post that hasted by, and as a ship that passeth over the waves of the water, which when it is gone by, the trace thereof cannot be found, neither the pathway of the killie in the waves. Or as when a bird has flown through the air, there is no token of her way to be found, but the light air being beaten with the stroke of her wings, and parted with the violent noise and motion of them, is passed through, and therein afterwards no sign where she went is to be found.
Oh,
You see? And that go and it, oh, real quick. And or like as when an arrow is shot at a mark, it parteth the air, which immediately cometh together again, so that a man cannot know where it went through. Even so, we in like manner, as soon as we were born, began to draw to our end, and had no sign of virtue to show, but were consumed in our own wickedness, man. You see, so these people being wicked, man, they gonna have to meet their doom, meet their
that's right.
destruction right before their eyes, man. As soon as they see Yahweh Shah crack them clouds, all right, it's like Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shah is gonna literally put in their eye vision, in their mind, everything that they did wrong, bro. That shit's
That's
gonna
right.
replay in their mind like a movie, you know? They're gonna be thinking
That's
about
right.
all the times they done scoffers, all in that one little bit of time they got left. All that's gonna be coming to their mind. They're gonna think about everything they done said that was disrespectful, you know. They're gonna start trying to hold hands. You're gonna have the missiles mid in the air, and at the same time the chariots coming, you know. They're gonna be bugging, man. But that's why you need to hearken on to the word and not be a scoffer, which this word is only for the Israelites. So we could care less about a damn heathen at the end of the day, you know. But for you scoffers, all right, that that are of our people, man, you're gonna learn the hard way, man. You're gonna have to learn death by pain. You see?
That's right.
You're gonna regret everything that came out of your mouth at the end of the day.
What's
You know?
that? Was that Second Thessalonians?
Which one?
Get it. Is that Second Thessalonians that they should believe a lie?
Oh yeah, that's Second Thessalonians 2:10.
Yeah, let's bring that because that's what you were just reading.
That's right.
Yeah. Con. This is Second Thessalonians. Well, I got 2:11.
Gone.
You want to read 10?
Nah, I thought it was 10. If it's 11,
Okay.
it's 11, yeah.
Yeah. So what you just said, is this him?
Mm-hmm.
Is this he? Right? Is this that dirty dude that's be screaming on the block? Is this that hairy guy? Are these brothers is all? Yeah, this is what they're gonna be saying. This is Second Thessalonians 2:11. And for this cause, Yahweh shall send them strong delusions that they should believe a lie.
That's right.
Right? So they, just like we read the other day, that they will be doing the Lord's service by putting the prophets to death.
That's right.
In their mind, they think they're going to be doing the Lord's service by delivering us up. Right. Our families are going to have a spirit on them to take that gift that destroyeth the heart, man. They're going to turn you in because you ain't been nothing but a nuisance to them. You don't come to Christmas parties. You don't eat the Thanksgiving turkey, right? So they're gonna say, let's get rid of this nigga, man. And y'all offering up $20,000 in Bitcoin for this brother, So that's what the Lord is set in place. He's gonna put a magnificent spirit on the wicked, man.
That's right.
He's gonna put a spirit on them of heavy leaven to turn into prophets, man, to turn us up, because we got to walk this walk, So you might find the brothers on the comment board, or whoever's watching this video, you might find Brother Shawab or myself or other brothers in the comment board on America's Most Wanted one day.
Yo, it's funny you say that, because when I do my videos, I'm always around Amalek, and Amalek stay getting video footage of me. They take pictures of me, all that. And I've always said that one of these days, around my area at least, on Channel 12 News, you're gonna see my motherfucking face on that shit one of these days. Me getting that Amalek, because I could care less. I talk shit right to Amalek, right in their face. You know what I'm saying? But it's true. As a matter of fact, what are they doing now with our YouTube? Now they got the transcript shit on the bottom. Yep. So that means they're already recording they're already setting that up to record your conversation. They're gonna bring that up in front of courts, all that. You know,
Yep.
they're gonna bring out a stack of fucking papers like this with all your words on the transcript. You know, everything you were saying, and use it against us. That's that great accusation, man. Going into that, you know, deeming us down to them domestic terrorists and all that. You know,
Right.
that's why they
right.
click your brothers' channels and shit.
Right. But what we're looking for, you know, they're gonna demonize us. But we're looking for the ultimate thing, brother. And if you want to close on this, we can.
Go ahead.
We're looking to get beamed up. This all of our work for the word of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, that robe that's dipped in blood. Okay, we want to be beamed up, man, and watch this world devour. All right, so this is Revelation 20 and 4. And I saw the thrones that sat on them, and the judgment was committed to them. Then I saw the souls who had been beheaded for their witnesses of Yahweh Shai, for the word of Yahweh, who had not worshipped the beast or his image, and have not received his mark on their foreheads or in their hands. And they lived and reigned with Hamashiach Yahweh Shai for 1,000 years. And here's the point. Here's the point. It says 1,000 years to 1,000 years. But the rest of the dead did not live again until the 1,000 years were finished. This is the first resurrection.
That's right.
I repeat, this is the first resurrection. Blessed and holy is he who has part in the first resurrection.
That's right.
Over such the second death has no power.
Exactly.
They shall be priests unto Yahweh and Yahweh Shai, Hamashiach, and shall reign with him 1,000 years.
That's right. Because that first resurrection is where it's at. What you want to come in the second one for? You done missed
fire.
Woo! Beautiful.
It's coming with fire.
Exactly. You done missed out on us putting slavery chains on this damn devil. You done missed out on us reigning 1,000 years. For you to come back after the 1,000 years is like, man, you done missed the whole show.
And you're getting burnt up.
That's beautiful though. Like
you
that.
See what I'm saying? You know,
and that's me of the little stone from Indiana Jones.
Yeah, that lava, it's that lava lamp. You know what I'm saying? It's supposed to give off good properties and all that, but you know, everything is spiritual with us, brother. So
that's right.
You know, I don't have nothing else, man. That's a beautiful lesson.
Yeah, definitely. I'll just read these last two brother put up.
Right.
This is Matthew 12 and 36. But I say unto you that every idle word that men shall speak, they shall give account thereof in the day of judgment. And that's why you got to watch what you talk about, man. What you say. You know, death and life and death is in the power of the tongue. You know, right. You can be put down be seriously judged for what came out of your mouth. You know. And then this is John 15 and 18. If the world hate you, ye know that it hated me before it hated you. That's right. And the world hate us. Why? Because we're not of the world. You know, we were chosen out of the foundation of the earth, you know, to receive this knowledge and wisdom, man. And because they can't comprehend it and they can't understand, they get offended, you know. And because they at the bottom, they want to bring you down at the bottom. That's how Jake be, man. You know, just because when you doing good, and they at the bottom, they always be trying to break that vibe and bring you down with their ass, you know?
Right.
Over here with me.
Crabs in the bucket.
That's right. That's right.
Crabs in the bucket, you know what I'm saying? Misery loves company.
That's right. That's right.
You know, and we don't, you know, we don't have all, you know, we ain't rich. Brothers don't got all the money in the world. We don't.
That's right.
You know, we have a natural look to us.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? We don't got all but no, we know we put on that faith, you know, and we have put on these glorious garments, which is the word, man. This is the glorious garment right here. So, hey, brothers that's watching, Aquaf that's watching, you keep your faith. Don't let nobody take your crown, man, because, you know, just like we read in Revelation right now, man, we're looking to get beamed up.
That's right. Ultimately, you got to remember, like you said, we rich. we rich in knowledge. That's the richest
Right.
you can be. Ain't nothing could top you having the riches of knowledge, man. You know, that's why brothers, you know, that's why we shine the way we shine, you know, because at the end of the day, truthfully, you know, physically we're not rich, you know, with, you know, everything in the world. We have what the Lord has given us as a portion, and we accept it, the little bit that we got, you know.
That's
The
right.
Wada Yahweh Bashim Yahushua for just keeping us alive and keeping us, you know, intact at the end of the day. But having his knowledge, that's the best thing in the world right there. You know,
Right,
you
brother.
cannot top that. You can't,
Right.
you shit. That knowledge is something you die for at the end of the day, man.
That's
You know,
right.
not
And
everybody.
we're gonna wake up tomorrow morning and do more lessons, man.
Right.
And keep it rolling.
That's
You
right.
know, because again, this is the spirit to be in, man. Go 10 times harder right now. You got
Right.
brothers jostling to get on this chariot, man. We got brothers jostling with each other, man.
That's
You
right.
see, to sit on the throne with Yahweh Shai, even
That's
though
right.
it's already ordained and predestined.
That's right.
You know, in our minds, man, we just want to do this work, man, so we can sit next to our king.
You gotta stay. You gotta win. You gotta run the race, because you know to receive that prize. You know,
That's right.
everybody run the race, but only a few's gonna receive that prize. Many are called, few are chosen. You know,
Right.
so that's why we got to go harder than ever, because it was our mind that went astray. We got to seek the Lord 10 times harder and give
That's right,
diligence to make your election and call and show him. You know.
That's right.
But yeah, we ended off on that, you know. So Lord willing that the lesson was edifying. You know, with that being said, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Call Elohim, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakak Wadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Blessings and salutations to the hopeful elect that scattered abroad, the Akim and Aquat that was listening in. Yahweh Ratazah, Lord willing that the lesson was edifying. The Water Brothers for tuning in, as always. The Water for the Scriptures. Salakia, the brother Nathan. You know, I definitely won't forget that name again. I've been calling him that name for every time he on the stream, thinking he was the one brother. And I'm about to hit the other brother. I'll be like, yo, you got to change your name, bro. You got the same name as another brother almost. Like,
That's right.
it's
That's
probably
right.
something a little different. Like, I think it's just, it might be just Shadow of Thy Wings and that's it. But I'm serious. We having the same name, so I kept thinking it was the one brother that I always talk to on Instagram. I gotta ask him that now. But it's a lot, you know. But the Water for tuning in as always, and may y'all keep fighting the good fight of faith and enduring as good soldiers of Yahweh Shai, man. So the next one we catch you, Shalom, Shalom.
That's right.
A Bible ball.